Welcome to Mahjong and Mics, where tiles click, the stories flow, and strategy meets laughter.
I'm Tina.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're here to bring you all things Mahjong. Whether you're a seasoned player or just shuffling in for the first time, we've got you covered.
So grab your tiles, pour yourself some tea,
or something a little stronger,
and let's get started.
Okay, I am flipping out.
We have such exciting news, listeners. We have made it.
I mean, this is so fun.
I know, we have a special guest here. We have Katherine from My Fair Mahjong.
Hello. That's her. Do you guys even believe it?
We are like,
we're so excited.
when I saw Tina after this
came
together.
Under the table.
No. It's so funny. I know.
Awesome.
We are happy to have you here. So
This is so fun.
Yeah.
Listeners, we cannot wait to share with you
how precious and delightful.
Yes, she is every bit as delightful and fun and loving and genuine as you want her to be.
Oh, as are you ladies. Exactly who you are on this podcast is who I just met for an hour.
All of our insanity.
All of the insanity.
All the amazingness.
So, do we want to,
I think we start like we always do.
like, Mahjong moments?
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, and we always let our guests go first. So, do you
Okay.
want to share your Mahjong moments?
Sure. Mine is a really fun one. So I had a long corporate career, a very happy long corporate career before diving in fully to My Fair Mahjong. And I went last night to an event that we were helping with a large group of ladies at a church. They were doing like a huge gathering of a Mahjong event, and we let them use our tiles. And my friend who actually taught me to play Mahjong was teaching in the other room, and I was there to sort of play and just moral support, I think, for this part.
So fun.
But as I was there, I nearly burst into tears because my client from like 8 years ago comes running across, and it turns out the two of us had been trying to text each other on our old phone numbers
Oh my
from the
goodness.
old companies for a really long time.
Oh.
And she was like kind of like you two are friends. She was my client, but my friend. And
Yeah.
also she was raising a young daughter before I had my daughter. And so I have remembered her all this time. Anyway, she's texting me as we speak, asking about doing lunch this week, and I'm so excited.
yay.
So because I went to this Mahjong event that I fit in, it was a really busy week, but I needed Mahjong this week, and I went to the event, and then I got to reconnect with someone who's really important in my past. And for me, that is just what it's about.
It's just such a fun story of Mahjong bringing people together, which, I mean,
It's so
you guys who are
social.
listening, you know that.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta spread the love.
It's true. Like, you cannot explain it.
No,
But
you just
I
gotta
love
dive
that
in and do it.
story.
Mhm.
That's a good one.
I know. She already knew how to play, so we didn't even get to watch her learn. It's just funny to, like, for an old friend to, like, razz him a little more, like, or watch it click. She already knew how to play, so I didn't get that joy
didn't
of her
get that
being in
joy.
the new room. But she already knows how to play Mahjong, which is, like...
That's a big deal.
That's
That's
gonna,
so
she's
fun.
going to
fun.
be added to your
I know,
group.
she's going to
Yeah.
come. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Love
That
it.
is exciting.
I know.
Oh, I love that. Okay, you want to tell about
Well,
our
ours
week.
is kind of together.
Yeah.
So, Mahjong Wednesdays, we decided, so at our place of work, we do United Way fundraising. And so, we decided to do a Mahjong tournament.
Of course.
Very willy-nilly. But it was
so fun.
It was fun. So, we had brackets, and we gave everyone, and I have the names. Do we want to
Oh,
hear the
yeah,
cast of
the
characters?
cast of characters.
Okay, of course, Mr. Concealed was
Shocker.
playing. Stonehenge made an
Y'all
appearance.
know and love him.
Mr. Non-Committal, he's new to the scene.
Yep.
Two podcast superstars were present.
I wonder who that was.
I know. Yeah. We had Fojong. Carrie was in the house.
Loud.
We finally gave Stephanie a name.
We did.
Yeah, I always make fun of Stephanie because I like beating her, but she is smarty.
It's because she's
Stephanie.
smart. It's
Yeah,
because she's
it
smart.
is.
She's fun to beat because she's so good.
Yeah, we gave Aubrey, our new player, a name. She is Hot Mess, which really explains her in every category
yeah.
of her life. And we say this lovingly. Secret Weapon,
Oh.
Sweet Stuff, Carefree Kristen, and Beginner Brenda.
It was such a fun room.
So we were we totally fell apart under the pressure.
Oh, yeah. You and I both tanked it.
It's kind of embarrassing because we brag on ourselves so
Well,
much.
do you know what did it for me? Listeners,
Oh, I know
you
what
know Cheeto fingers, we've talked about this, they're a no-no. So I got my Cheez-Its because they don't turn your fingers orange, and I'm addicted to Cheez-Its.
You were too focused on the Cheez-Its?
Yes, I bent over because y'all know we play at lunch. So I go bend over to get my Cheez-Its, and someone announces the 6 crack, and I've got my mouth full, and I missed it. And so I tried to pivot 900
move.
times.
It's rookie. It is
I chose food.
Prioritizing snacks over
embarrassing.
Gosh, on a very important day because I was trying y'all. Okay, so Mr. Concealed was at my table, and my one goal for the day was to beat
Everyone's
Tyler.
goal was to beat Mr. Concealed.
That's all anybody wanted is for him to not win. And yeah, no, he won at our table, and it Cheez-Its. Dang Cheez-Its.
Well, I played the rookie. I decided to make a hand out of nothing. I had 2 dragons and said, well, I'm going to go for dragons. I mean, it was so dumb. I was like, what am I doing? Like,
Our minds. We
And
were
I
running a
couldn't-
tournament.
so round 2, we had a ghost player,
Yes.
Mr. Concealed, Smarty Stephanie, and Secret Weapon. And Secret Weapon came in for the win.
Yay.
Way to go.
She loves it. She
She
plays once a
does.
month at my house, but and then Wednesdays. But
She's good. And she plays online a lot.
yeah.
That's a key too.
I think so too.
And she loves her mug. We got her a mug that says Tears of My Mahjong Opponents. And
Or
she was
Mr. Concealed.
Yes, I should have Sharpied that in there. That would have been smart. Anyway, so yeah, it was for a great cause. We had an insane amount of fun. So much trash talking.
Yeah, raise some money.
It was awesome.
It was fun.
It was a good little Mahjong day.
Yeah, these are good.
Okay, so we get
on
into the
to-
fun stuff today.
Yeah, we're gonna meet our guest superstar,
Yes.
podcast superstar. I mean, can we just keep adding to the resume?
Definitely.
So, do we want to, Catherine, tell how we came to? I mean,
Yeah,
how
sure,
you were in Tulsa?
Sure. Why
Why are you
Tulsa?
here?
I
Yeah,
came
I love
to
that you're
meet the Mahjong podcast superstar.
You all heard it from the master.
Okay. The delusional person that I am really wants to believe this. I've been telling people a while now.
We were discussing it prior to my trip. So I reached out. They did a lovely little thing on the hats after getting the hats that I didn't realize y'all had gotten, and it was so fun. And so I just was like, hey, we should do a podcast sometime. And we're talking, and very quickly afterward, and shared, where are you based? Tulsa, lots of family in Oklahoma, and I have a great aunt that lived in Tulsa, and she passed away very shortly after we happened to be talking. And so in a really sad turn of events, I came in for her funeral, which was this afternoon. So I'm literally sitting with these lovely ladies in my black dress today, and my eyes are a little red, honoring my she's actually my great aunt, who's really special to our family. But in coming together, it was a beautiful celebration. But I also, this is one of those, like, Mahjong brings people together, and there was a bright spot, like seeing you and having the chance to, like, have a moment. My family, we had a lot of different, my mom has a reunion, and there's, like, a lot of different things happening also this weekend. And so I had a spot by myself. My husband and daughter aren't in town yet until later tonight. And so this was just the most perfect thing to get to meet you and see you and make a bright spot. And I feel like that's what Mahjong is. And I needed it. I really needed this today. It was really nice to, like, take a Mahjong break from life that can
It
be
feels
messy
like a winning
sometimes.
hand, doesn't it?
Yes.
It really
is.
does.
Yes.
It is.
Yes. So this
so
was a really
cool.
delight. It, like, filled my heart, and I really appreciate it. And they made space. I've been really real. It's been a sad day, but also, like, that life is never promised to be all sunshine and rainbows. But Mahjong is a great protector, I think, in so many ways of the goodness, and a reminder of keep going,
That's a good way to say
and
that.
kind of find the positive in a hard day, or hard week, or hard month, or whatever.
Yeah, well, we're so glad that you.
Yeah.
I mean, in this,
made
we
space
get to
every
meet
day
you.
for
I just
this.
got hugs, and they gave me flowers. It's the sweet. Y'all are so sweet. It's been a really bright spot. I appreciate you both.
Well, thank you. We're so glad. This is going to be so much fun.
We are, like, I have hardly been able to focus. I mean, we've just been, like, all day, we just kind of look at each other going, hey.
Our new friends coming.
Yes, with us now.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so.
Well, we want to hear your story. Like, where did your Mahjong
Where to
story
come from?
start?
Yeah, sure. So I've been aware of Mahjong for a long time. I think a lot of us have seen it. I've not played it for 20 years. I'm not a lifelong player. I was aware, but we have some family members that have heirloom sets. So aware.
Oh, cool.
So I kind of, like, wasn't real interested in it for a while until I had a really good friend who teaches, and she had been trying to teach me, and for a while, we were just saying this beforehand. Like, I was like, okay, if you don't know,
You don't know.
you don't know. And it was like, why are you pushing this so hard? And anyway, we had a situation where we were supposed to all gather for a gathering, and the pool ended up breaking. And so it was like, the pool was green. We were all supposed to be swimming, and the like kids and hubs were doing other stuff at campouts. And so she was like, okay, well, can't swim. You're learning Mahjong. That's it. We're done. So
Nice.
So you were bullied into it?
Yes, I really was. And it
Best way.
it was that night, and then after that, I just have spent years. And then the impetus of this company was my grandmother, who did not play Mahjong, by the way. It sounds probably because she inspired it and everything, which she didn't. She was a huge fan of it, but passed away. And I am a very creative person, and the feelings were all mixed up. She had a long, happy life. This is my grandmother on my father's side. And the week she died, my husband came in our weekly game and was like, why couldn't you design those? And just prompted the question out of the blue. And it was the week she died. And there was something about, I need to put it somewhere. Like it's an outlet. Art is an outlet for me. And so all of a sudden, I think that gave me the confidence. I don't think I would have tried something like this. And so the Southwest series just fell out.
So your feelings came out on tiles.
Literally, it was, and it's so
it's
connected.
beautiful.
I'm so connected to that set. She lived in New Mexico, and so my grandfather used to paint in his retirement, those mountains,
that's cool.
and so
Neat.
it means a lot to me, and it came out, and then after that, I just kept going. So I'd always designed journals and coasters for friends, and I had my outlets to do stuff. I kind of fell into it a little bit. And then the clash of your favorite hobby meets business for me has been just a total joy, and
It's the ultimate
You
intersection.
can tell when speaking to you about it, just your passion, which is awesome.
I just
and
love
what
it.
an awesome tribute to your grandma. I mean,
and the beauty is,
So
I think when
neat.
you, and ironically, I'm sitting here on a week that you've like I've lost somebody. When you do something like that and you put a little piece of yourself, even if it's just the feelings, and it's not on the tire about the thing, or it's not a rendition of them or a painting of them, but if you put your feelings and use a healthy outlet, whatever that means to you, whether it's you're working out or you're doing an art project, or your music, you do something with music or dance, I don't know, whatever it is, there's something very healing about it. And I will forever feel like I put me, and it helped me process into those tiles. I really did. And so anyway, from there, I just follow the joy and the community and the goodness and the kindness and all of the good things that we all know and love.
follow the joy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not going to say it.
Wait,
like
can I
usually
say a
do.
t-shirt?
I'll
do it for you.
Follow the joy.
That's
It's
good.
good.
That's golden.
And so true.
Yeah.
I love that so
I do
much.
too. I do too.
Well, I think okay, so listeners, before we kind of got started recording, we've been hearing some of the stories about some of the tiles, and I just want to say, Katherine, you put so much of your heart into every single, and I mean single
Detail. Yes.
tile has a story and a meaning behind
Yeah.
it, you guys. And so to hear the stories behind it, make this awesome tile set even better.
Yeah, even the boxes.
Yes. Okay, can we ask about the smiles and tiles
Yeah,
now?
because we have that on there. Yeah, so where that smiles and tiles that we see. So where's that from?
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
listeners, maybe we should explain to our listeners. So, I know when you got your New York set, Michelle, you open it up and the box says "Smiles and Tiles" on it. It's on all of Katherine's stuff.
It's our tagline.
Yeah.
It's a tag.
A
We want to know
tagline.
about this. Tell us about the tagline.
Yeah, no, I love choosing. Not toxic positivity. We were talking about this earlier too.
Yes.
But choosing in all situations, if they're in a tragedy, I like to be the one that look for the helpers. You hear that from Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
There are beautiful moments in really hard stuff in life, and I think Mahjong does it so many times. And so I love this focus on good. There's a lot of stuff that can fly at you. There's a lot of bad drama, there's good drama. But there are things in your life that can come, and there's always life's not always positive and happy. But I think you can find a reason to make things that way. And for me, first of all, it rhymes.
Yes.
Like it's
Catchy.
It's a poem. It rhymes.
Yes.
Yeah, but also the tiles are about the smiles and support. And honestly, it's not always about smiles. Like sometimes it's a reason to go quietly play when you just can't talk about stuff going on in your life and you need a place to escape. It's not always about smiles, but I think the majority of it you come back to the smiles when you keep going. When you're in a period when you're not. So to me, the smiles and tiles sort of encapsulates what it is for me. It's about community, goodness. Like one of our values is lead with kindness. And so it's like smiles and tiles, lead with kindness. It's all of these good, happy, positive things that I like to lean into. Because life's just too short and there's so many hard things. So I like to focus on all of that. And that's what it is for me. So anyway, that's where it sort of came from.
It so much.
And we just started using it, and you'll see hearts. I love using hearts because I have a lot of love.
Yeah, you just showed us the dots on
the Anymore
hearts.
series.
Yes, I love it.
And the mini.
Yes, and the mini had the
little
tiny
hearts too. They're a little
so
different,
cute.
simplified, but
I love them so much.
So cute.
Okay, so I'm dying to know the My Fair Mahjong name. Like, I gotta know. Like,
Yes.
what is that from?
yes, we get the question a lot. I like the question. It's fun to answer. And so if I had started over, if I could go back in time, I don't know that I would have landed on this name because I would have overthought it and tried to make it like some perfectionistic view. Would you have hired a logo brand? I don't know where it would have landed. But when we started this, I was just me doing a few sets in honor of a grandmother as an artistic outlet. Like I had no clue where this was going to be going. It was just led by the heart. And so when I started, have you seen My Fair Lady?
Oh my gosh, I love it so much.
We just talked about
We were
this,
talking about it
yes.
today.
Yes.
Eliza Doolittle.
Yes. Eliza, to me, represents everything that Mahjong, if you personified Mahjong, I feel like she is scrappy and she's goodness and she kind of like meets everyone where they are in different and can fit into different stuff. And I love it's the old movies have this quality that just today's movies just don't sometimes.
True.
There's some good ones for sure, but I feel like that was like this old one. So I like alliteration, so I wanted something that was like an M with a mahjong. Like I wanted some sort of alliteration, and I had a lot. It's real funny when you look back at like I did it really fast. Like it was one page of some ideas, and then I landed on it because I was just moving. I just wanted my set for my grandma, and so what ended up landing was My Fair Mahjong because it's an M and an M. And after the fact, I didn't touch on this until like way later, but also fair is a gaming word, so that it just ends up matching in so many different ways. So if you think about
I never even thought about the fair play.
Yes,
Yeah,
think
it's
about
so good.
like play fair play, all's love and all's fair in love and war, like all this like fair and gaming. And so I feel like having the word fair in the name also has some meaning there. So anyway, the hat in our logo is just a little nod to My Fair Lady hat and sort of that origin, and then the fair comes in for like gaming fairness.
It's so perfect. I
It
love
is.
it.
I do love
And
it.
it's memorable. It's when you hear that My Fair Mahjong, you're not going to forget that. It's memorable.
Yeah, it's
love
not
it.
obvious.
Yeah.
And it seems like what's that about?
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew there was a story.
Yes,
Yeah.
there always is.
Okay, so speaking of
That's
the
right.
stories, listeners, Michelle and I have gotten to hear a lot of her stories before we hit the record button, and I'm so sad you're not listening to all of those, but all of her tiles are so well thought out, and there's a story behind everything.
So fun.
And Michelle, I know you're dying to ask her.
I know they're in front of us.
Yes.
Okay, tell them.
Yes, so the New York City series,
Yes.
I knew the minute I saw them I was going to get them someday. So, and I know you have a lot of connection with these. So tell us a little about these tiles.
Yes. Well, first I have to tell you all, I just went to her office and it is like covered in New York stuff. So it is really cute.
is.
She's really into New York.
I
It's
am.
so fun.
I am.
Michelle's got playbills everywhere, you guys.
Yeah. It's
Musical,
really fun.
I'm there.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, so when I was in college, my family got transferred to Manhattan. And so I got to go home, I say that in quotations, to Manhattan, which was the most fun thing ever. I was very popular in North Carolina.
Yeah.
How fun would
To
that
be able to like, hey, want to go home for Easter weekend
New
or
York
whatever
City?
else? Yes,
So
so fun. Like free place to stay. Woo. So anyway, it was really a fun time. So we have lots of memories. I was engaged there.
That's neat.
Yes, Thanksgiving weekend. That was a really fun memory.
So special.
Yeah, it's like really fun. So, and I also, as a business at this point, this is the third set. Things started like seriously picking up with the Southwest and Texas, like just went
wild.
nuts. And so I wanted the third set to be something connective. Like the whole destination collection is about an additional layer of connection on top of the connectivity that Mahjong already is.
Yes.
And so I wanted it to be meaningful. And New York is one of these rare cities in the whole world that has, like, people feel ties to it, even if they've never been there. They dream of going there. It's in the movies. You grow up seeing it. You dream about it.
It's iconic.
It's iconic, yes. And so I felt like it was really a great option. I had personal connections, so I could draw on that experience to sort of inspire. I felt inspired by other people's connection to the place. It's just a really special city. And then on top of all of that, the National Mahjong League. So I also felt like it was a nod and an honor to this league that ties all of us together. It's the glue that holds all Mahjong players, American Mahjong players.
I love that so much.
Across the country.
It's
and I wanted
so
to, like, give a
smart.
little nod to that. So anyway, that destination felt like that to me a little bit. So this was the one, and it has its broken barriers. We have, I have, like, groups that I call our different customers. Like, there are different groups. There you have new players, and you have so my most admired are these traditionalist players that have traditional symbols. Typically, that's what they've played on for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And I love honoring and learning from these people and these amazing players. And this is one of those sets that broke through some of those barriers of, like, it was such a fun destination and connection that we had some players who are nervous to jump into maybe a more modern design set. They wanted to honor and loved the origin, as I do as well, by the way. Love the cultural origin and the roots of the original. Everyone should learn on original tiles, by the way.
Agreed.
And so anyway, this is that broke through those boundaries. So even that was, like, more connections, where I started making friends with people that reached out and how meaningful this set was. New York has a difficult history, and there are stories that I've gotten to hear. I'm getting goosebumps again. I'm one of those people, but that reach out to me and tell me how meaningful it is to have something so special in their hobby that's so special for a place that has such a special meaning to so many. And so anyway, this is a really, really fun set.
It is. Well, it's just New York has just...
It's a special
no place like it.
No, it's just when you step off, like when you're getting out of the cab or now Uber, and you just can feel the heart. You really can feel the
energy.
rhythm and the energy of the city. It is like no other.
Has its own flow, just like a Mahjong game.
Just like a Mahjong game.
It does.
Yes.
Yeah. No. It's so like, and I think everyone's loving playing on them. Like it's just special.
Yes.
And like you were talking about learning from. I do think that like. I love when you come to the table, you can be playing with, my 10-year-old niece to a, 70-year-old neighbor, and we're all bringing different experiences and sharing them and learning from each other. Yeah, it's great.
I know, it's so fun.
I love that.
Yeah, and this one in particular, if you've seen or listened to me before, I love the roots of the game and the monetary roots. That was another really fun one. So if you look, the stock market being there was a really easy connection to draw.
It's
to
really
some
infused
of those.
in your tiles.
It
it's
is.
Cool.
You can see, like, literal stacks of coins on the cracks. You can see we were just talking about this a second ago, but like the soap tile. The White Dragon is a shout out to the subway mosaic underneath Wall Street. And so
clever.
It's just awesome. Like a fun to go with the bull and the bear. It's those dragons. There is one incongruence, I'll tell you, that drives me bananas, and it just had to be. So if you look at, and I'm holding these tiles, listeners, I like how you say that.
Listeners.
All right, listeners.
Include our friends out there.
So the dragons there's a bull, and it goes up, the arrow goes up, that means stock market, like green, arrow up, stock market, making money, things are good. Bear market, it's red, arrow goes down, things are bad. Okay, now come to the crack tile. So the crack, historically, it has the wand symbol on it. It means myriad a lot. Technically, it means 10,000 coins. So the stacks of coins are, like, really, like, fun to kind of put on here, literally. However, I needed the coins to count from 1 to 9.
Oh, right.
But it had to be red because it's the crack suit. And so it's a red arrow going up, which does not thematically align.
It didn't match.
An arrow needs to be green going up. So anyway, this is the one incongruence on the thing that still bothers me, but no one else knows that.
No, and friends out there, you have to know, like, again,
the detail,
the genius
of
Katherine behind the tiles. She is so detail oriented, but it's because she puts so much love into
every tile is love.
Every tile is love.
It is. I really do love
every tile.
Love all of these. It is. I like to infuse it with, like, meaning.
Yes.
Like if you're respecting a place, I don't know how else to do it except put all of yourself and your heart into
It's
it.
genius too.
So she's holding up and asking me to explain the one dot. So the one dot on this one, so the dots are apples for the big
apple.
the big apple. You had to do it.
Makes sense.
And so the one dot has an apple, and around it is this sort of geometric 2-layer circles that looks a little bit like a mosaic. So this was to honor Strawberry Fields, John Lennon,
So
importance in that city. I also had one where I did like the crosswalk, you know, the iconic crosswalks, and you do see the crosswalk. I don't know where the taxi joker is, but in here you'll see the taxi, but that there is a cross. I had to get the crosswalk in there somewhere. But anyway, so this was for that Imagine. There is a like an Imagine mosaic in Strawberry Fields in Central Park, and it is meant to honor an artist at this. Or actually, I think it was from a country that gifted this
I didn't know that.
yeah,
Oh, neat.
that ended up honoring John Lennon at that time. And
Very
so,
cool.
Anyway, this is to honor Strawberry Fields in that very special place. It's a really if you've not gone, if you go to Manhattan, go visit Strawberry Fields.
check
It's
it
really
out.
special. Yeah.
Check it out.
I love it.
Yeah. Every tile is a gift of love. It is. It is amazing.
And we talked about, you're working on you've got other destinations in the
Yes.
works.
Yes.
I love it so much.
So exciting.
yeah.
Well, and that park series, I love so much. That might be my next purchase, Catherine. I'm just saying, I do love it. Like, it's hard to decide because they're all so good, but I'm a hiker. And my family, gets to also participate in choosing where we go to vacation. And not unfortunately, but they're all beach people. They want to go to the beach.
She
They
gets
want to the beach.
outnumbered.
Yeah.
I get outnumbered, and it's fine. I love my family, and I love the beach, but I'm a hiker, and so that park series
Welcome,
is,
friend. Me too.
I mean, I would just, that's what I would want to do. Is if I could pick the vacation by myself, I would go to the park, I would hike all day and get all dirty, and then I'd go to a hotel and get cleaned up because I don't want to camp. I just want to hike and get dirty in the day.
You're a glam. You want a glam.
That series is
Let's
so
go to
fun.
Broken Bow.
Yes, Broken Bow.
I love Broken Bow.
I'm right back on up.
So fun. So that set kind of speaks to me, but the Hawaii set.
Yeah, I love it. It's so perfect. So perfect.
It's a fun one too.
It is. The colors and that's where I went on my honeymoon, and we want to go back someday.
Did you really?
Yeah, so we went to Maui, and we will celebrate 30 in August.
My gosh,
But yeah, so
congratulations.
thanks. Even though you don't play Mahjong, I will keep him around for 30 more.
Well, do what I did with my husband, and you just stick Mahjong tiles in your pockets, and you just take them around, and then you go take pictures of them in the little destinations.
Oh, that's a fun idea.
I know, but beware. I also have like backups because I have like some stories where I'll like pull my phone out and tiles go flying. I had one that flew into this little hole while we were hiking along a river, like these rock things, and I stuck my hand down and these eyes looked up at me, and it was a beaver.
Oh
It
no!
was a beaver. I stuck my hand in a beaver den where my tiles, they were left there forever. May they rest in peace with that beaver.
It's a little gift from Catherine.
good story.
A love gift.
Sure.
No, I have
Smiles
a
and
ton. I have
tiles.
video. No, they do. I have them, like the park series is the one I usually, I'll stick all the park series styles in my pockets of my yoga pants or my hiking pants. And I'll put them in like stumps or what, and it's not a good idea.
That's really funny.
Not a good idea. Not a good idea if
gosh.
you're wanting to like keep track of your time.
Right.
Probably not, but
Yes.
fun.
That is good. That's very good. Okay, we wanted to pivot into,
Sure.
because they're so pretty, because it's different than what you've been doing.
Totally different. Yep.
So the crystal collection.
Yes.
Let's hear about it.
It took me a long time to get this is an answer to questions and requests we were getting. We got quite a few because my sets are they're not for everyone. They're if I do enough destinations, I think there's going to be people that'll connect with a lot of them, but they are very specific. So for example, if you are from California, New York is not necessarily going to strike your fancy, or so they're very specific, and each one has a limited amount of meaning that it will, or a limited amount of people that for whom this would be so meaningful.
That makes sense.
I'll say it that way. So, with the exception of like Anywhere series and the Park series, I think everyone can kind of dig that. But that type of thing. So these are so specific and special to a destination. We were getting requests like, can you do like more that are general that would be like cool and fun for everybody?
Right.
And so I for a long time, there are a lot, if you look at China, like in China, if you look at all the many different styles, there's a ton of different ones. Like you can do layers, you can do clear, you can do glitter, there's so many different styles. And so I wanted it for sure, a different collection with a different style. I also did a ton of research on like what's the difference. So I'll tell everyone listening out there, when you have a multi-layer, you should use a little more, like don't don't submerge them in water. So like we did a lot of research on, is this a direction I want to go in? We went with our manufacturers are incredible, and to get this quality, it takes us a little longer. It's a little more expensive on some of the, like we do the inks and different things. To get all of those, it took a long time to get this exactly where I wanted it and make them fun.
Yeah.
And so in order to make it really, really the most fun, I started with one set, and it ended up having designs from the Prism series.
Okay.
And it had actually the dragons from the Confetti. So it was now the Confetti series. And it was one sort of set that I was starting with. And I thought I was just going to do a bunch of different colorways of one. Sense. But as I did it, the dragon that is now on the Confetti, it has a lot of dots in it. And so it didn't work with some of the other. Anyway, all of a sudden it was very clear that I had designed parts of two sets.
Of two collections, yeah.
And then it turned to a collection. It wasn't just a set that I was going to do in a lot. It just sort of evolved into this collection. And I wanted to tell story. I like to tell stories, like even when they're like basic. So the Prism series is a very geometric, like it has, if you look at the flowers, did you ever do those, what did you call it? Like you put your pen in this little plastic
Spirographs.
Yes. Yeah. So the flowers are spirographs. And it's like that experience as a child.
Mathy heart.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Creative heart.
And then tangrams. Like if you look at the rest of the set, it's like tangrams, very geometric. Tangrams. So yes, you will totally. Your math self will geek out on this one.
Yeah.
And then the confetti one was like more like celebratory. Like my daughter's favorite. She helped get all of the It has like a cupcake with sprinkles, and it has a popper with confetti. So it very clearly started having like a lot of dots. Now, at one point it was called the Dottie series, but because one of our main suits is dots, I had to be real careful on like how do you brand it?
Tricky.
Like and I had to make sure that the dots. And this is where we started getting a lot of requests for like I have a hard time if your designs are too creative, what are they? And so we were getting requests like labels or like an easier way to. So that's where I started labeling them actually because of the so many dots on all, like the BAMs have dots on them and the dragons have dots on them and the dots have dots on them. And so then that evolved into, well, I'm going to label. And then when we did some testing and stuff, people just loved it. They're so subtle. The names on there are so subtle that it like players that have been playing for a long time love them. It works. New players, it's the best to train on them. And they look like candies. Like
they're just so much fun.
It's like this tactile, like my eyes just like.
I can't decide what color I like.
They're so fun.
I know.
Okay, when we go out to the car in a minute, I'll show you that too because I have one in the car.
Yay, fun.
Let's
check it out.
Yes.
This is so fun.
And I do want to touch on it because we just saw one, the mini travels. I've never seen one in person.
Yes.
So listeners, Michelle and I, we've invested in all kinds of Mahjong things, but we don't have a travel set. We talked about
I was worried about my eyes, but they're easy to, because I was just like, oh my God, my old age eyes.
Bifocals, need them, like, get them.
But yeah, I love them.
They're so cute. I made them, so it's called the Mini Anywhere series because of the Anywhere series, which we just looked at also. The Anywhere series was meant to be our traditional adjacent. So there's like some whimsy and some joy and the wins and the jokers. And then if you, and the flowers are flowers, the BAMs are BAMs, the dragons are dragons, like the rest of it's pretty easy to tell what they are. Yeah. So the mini set, we've always sold, like one of my very first sets was a traditional set, like a travel traditional set. We were the first to do like what we know of in all the brands of a travel set.
That was
like, but it was the plain traditional. And we keep that very cost effective. We want that to be the most available.
Accessible.
So everyone, yes. So that is our least expensive set that we sell is our mini traditional travel set. And so they're tiny tiles. They're so cute. And so I took our Anywhere set and I simplified. So it's connected. The dots still have hearts in them. They're just less complicated.
Yep, that makes sense.
The bird band looks the same with the heart. Like it's not a sprig of hearts like it is in the big Anywhere. It is one little heart coming. Yeah, so I just took the same concept, simplified it a lot. But the BAMs are BAMs. Crack is just big characters on there. So while it's hard, I think little ones, these tiles are small and tiny and so cute. Everyone has that reaction. They're so cute. But you can see them and they're fine. And especially a lot play with them from the grab bag just because the building walls.
Building walls is tricky.
It can be.
Well, and if it's travel, I mean, you're not, I mean, like you said earlier, like you may not want to be.
I should tell the airport stories.
Well, I was going to ask about that.
Okay, one, I was glad to see it in person because I do want to invest in one now. Like, I just wanted to see it in person to see and touch them.
Agreed.
But Yeah, so I have been in the airport with like a regular size twice now, and like you get red flagged on security.
I travel with 6 of them. They think I'm dealing.
They don't know
Yeah,
what
I'm sure they
like,
do.
what are these little because usually I'll take them and do product photos, and they're like in the bricks.
And they're like,
So
what
funny.
is
They're
this
like,
woman carrying?
What are you carrying?
They had to unwrap. I was taking a set to Chicago to Sydney,
Yep.
and they had to I'd wrapped it like I was wrapped and all cute, and they're like, "Ma'am, I'm so sorry, but we have to open the box." I was like, "Okay,"
Yep.
but yeah, so it was that'd be easier, much easier.
This is
No
a story
way.
if you ever like follow, like this is like a classic mahjong. You should do this on some. I've listened through all of their podcast episodes.
Yeah,
but when you're
so
talking
nice.
about like the signs of a mahjong, like a true
Oh,
mahjong
Confessions
player.
of a
Yes. How
Tyleaholic.
many times have you been stopped through airport security?
That's a good one. We could add it to a
I
quiz.
couldn't even use the
If
podcast
you hadn't been stopped
superstar.
yet, you are not a serious
really.
player yet.
Yeah. Well, I'm in. I'm official.
Well, here's how I see it, girls. I think we are spreading the mahjong love to airport personnel.
Yes.
I mean, if they don't know
I
what a
love
tile
it
is,
so
No,
much.
they
Sit down.
do.
Let me teach ya.
They ask me for my card a lot of times when I tell them. I'm like, actually,
Oh.
I designed that. Like, I have
I
like a fun moment. They're like, what are these? There's pink ones. What is this?
let me tell
And everyone
ya.
behind me's like, move it. So annoyed. I'm holding up the line. They're fun
it.
to talk about,
They
though.
are
well,
so
you know,
fun
on
to
their
talk
break
about.
time, they're on the back playing mahjong now.
If
They
they're not,
should.
they should be.
On their lunch break.
There you go. Airport
I
personnel.
love
Get on
it.
it. Love it.
I love it. Okay, I'm still wearing the hat. I don't really after work hours. I don't take it off
because I was
Yeah.
hot. But
I know.
I was wearing
I
it.
love it. These hats, guys. I told Catherine when I saw them on Instagram. I was like, oh, I'm getting every one
They
of
were
them.
in her cart immediately.
Yeah, and then I was stalking it. I think I even messaged. I was like, when are these gonna be available? I mean, I was so ready. And, I mean, I do love the corduroy.
The
Yeah,
corduroy.
it's fun, isn't
It's
it?
so fun. The colors, and the quality.
Agreed.
I feel good about
It's
it.
good. It
quality
took
is
me
nuts.
so
It's a good
long
hat.
on these because like hats were very obvious. I'm starting a mahjong company years ago.
Yeah.
It's an obvious. I want
Totally.
hats. Everyone loves hats. Everyone wants a
Yes.
trucker hat. It's a fun thing, right? It's a great gift.
Totally fun.
It's a great
Except it took a
gift.
really long time to figure out like what to put on it or what do you want
So
it. And I needed it to
good.
like represent. I just get real into it, and so it took me a long time, and then I like figured out my 3 to start with. I wanted them all in different colors, and I love them. I can't stop wearing
The
them
time
myself.
paid off.
No.
We
I'm
love
so
them
glad.
so
I'm
much.
so glad more than just me loves them.
No, because
I'm so glad.
Lisa's getting them.
They're new
I bought
favorites
some for
for
gifts.
sure. Yeah.
Who
It's
doesn't
perfect.
want a hat? Like
I know
all
they are,
summer.
yes.
I don't want to do
But
my hair.
okay, and you said summer, but here's what I love about this. They're corduroy. It feels year round.
Yes.
It is
which
year-round.
I'm
I
pumped
did, let me
about.
ask you this question. So I just said a second ago, I took it off because I was hot. It got we're in like a closed room in here. So is it too hot? I wonder. I've worn it through the summer, and I've gotten that question like because it's corduroy. Is it too hot? Well, the back is mesh,
Right.
No.
It's a trucker
and I
hat, so
haven't
no.
felt it's any hat. I mean, any hat. If you're
Right.
putting it on your head, if you're super sweaty, you're going to be super sweaty. But it doesn't seem
No, it
overly
bleeds in the
hot.
back.
I've
Okay,
been
good.
walking
Okay,
in
that's been my
92-degree
experience.
weather at the park after work in this hat,
Yeah.
and I'm fine.
Fine.
It's
Yep.
awesome.
Okay. Good. That's been my
Right.
experience as
That's
well.
it.
I'm glad to hear
Listeners, go get it.
Oh,
Done.
for sure.
Okay, so,
so
do you have a favorite like My Fair Mahjong accessory right now, or is it the hats? Is the
I mean,
hat the heartbeat?
I'm very into the hats right now. I do have some more fun stuff coming. Oh, I forgot to bring. I brought them the pens. I have some new pens. I have some new notepads coming that are really
you knew how
fun.
much I love pens.
I brought you some pens. They say this. It's like mahjong mood, and they just have some
So
of those
fun
sayings that are
things.
on like.
Okay, those are
our
more
other
pens
stuff.
that Michelle you could
Yes.
steal from my office. She,
Yes.
listeners, is holding a pen in her hand right now.
Well, I've taken possession of it, even though it was stolen.
But she has an office full of stolen pens. So now you go.
Yes.
My Fair Mahjong
And I
pens.
brought
Those are
you
the ones.
each a set of these little pens.
They will probably all end up in my room.
She's gonna get all of
She's
them.
gonna steal all 10.
It's true.
But those are fun. We have some fun stuff coming. We have new mats. They're open on the site. We got a lot of requests for my mats are plain. I want the tiles like in the earlier
pop.
days. The tiles told the story.
They did.
Except people have started really wanting patterns and like a busier background. And so anyway, I got real inspired by modern quilting. So you'll see
Oh.
like an homage to some modern quilting
That's
sort
cool.
of like
That is cool.
patterns on there. I had a really good time with them. I have more in the hopper. I just am prioritizing
Well,
what
I love that like you're starting to speak to like everyone has their own kind of favorite aesthetic.
Yeah.
And like you're just kind of branching out and feeling
Well, I'm
everybody
trying to
out.
listen. Like, I think that's
love
what,
that.
right? When you're trying to do things for other, like, listen. It's
Yeah.
like, listen first.
Mahjong, listening, and looking game.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I love it. So smart.
Yes.
T-shirt.
Yes.
Woo!
We're gonna have so many.
Y'all have 49,000 t-shirts so far. You do
It's
5 an
so ridiculous.
episode.
We love T-shirts.
Yes.
Anyway, we're nuts.
Okay, I do want to before
We gotta
I
address.
do. So I really, really loved. Tell us about your Texas love tile. I thought that was amazing that you did that.
Super special.
So I'm goosebumping again. I'm in this phase, in this era where I like, in the corporate one, you kind of had to like bottle it up and just be, and anyone who used to work with me, if you're listening to this, I know I was never fully bottled up. I know that. but once I started doing it, I can fully just really be myself, and myself feels a lot. I'm a very feelings person. So my daughter, I went to Camp Mystic my whole life.
Wow.
It was a really special place for me. I signed our daughter up the day she was born in the hospital bed, signed her up for her term.
Oh, wow.
And she was to leave for her two-week term at the end of the summer, 2 weeks after 4th of July. Basically, the end of July is when she was supposed to go.
Goodness.
She's 8, and so it just, and we're in Dallas, and they're I'm gonna try not to, the tragedy can't be overstated, and it just was so heartbreaking, the community of friends, and it was so much, and I honestly just couldn't, it was really hard to process for a minute. I mean, we were packing trunks, and like anyone with a daughter, and you didn't even have to be connected to the camp,
just the thought of
not just the camp, but just the losses, period, the human losses.
Yep.
It's just really, really difficult. So I think we all want to be a doer, and there's some risk, and like sometimes in situations where you can't do anything, like letting the families take the lead on what to do is a good thing. But I also know funding is really important to help families. So I needed to wait a little period of time to understand where funds were going and how those were going to be distributed, and make sure that there was board oversight. I needed to make sure where it was going to go. And then I had to figure out what I wanted to do, like what could I do? We have an amazing community, and I felt like I had an opportunity to bring together to do some good. So I carry, and I'm not carrying the exact purse that's in the car. I brought my like tiny part of my purse in here, but I carry these little stone hearts with me around. I get them in New Mexico, and I just always have some. And if you run into a stranger or a friend, they're having a rough time, like sometimes there's nothing to say, but having a little token that says, you are cared about, this situation matters, your heart matters. I don't know, I just a token. I'm like leave little gifts, that's just a love language of mine, I guess.
I think she just spreads
And-
love everywhere.
Well,
on tiles,
I really
on people.
think it's
It
important.
is so
stories.
I'm so impressed.
And so what I tried to do is come up with an idea that was something where you got something for a donation, because this is like, there were people across the country that weren't connected directly. It was a fundraiser, and so we gave away like a ton of stuff. Like we did like a big drawing and raffle. And I am just so amazed to say the community's so amazing. Some of those immediately donated those to other causes to raise even more money for other things. Like it's just the people in this community are so unbelievably amazing. And so I wanted to do the giveaway, and then I wanted everyone to have a little something, because then you could take it and give it as that, like a token. So like maybe we can remember those lives for a little moment longer, just a little moment longer. And what has happened in the aftermath is nothing short of just the most touching ever. I have a lot of stories that come back, like connectivity. And I don't want to go into too many details, just out of respect for some of these just really, really touching stories, but they're leaving with people who need a moment of hope and don't have energy to play Mahjong right now. And so hold a tile that means your friends love you, or we have tables of people who the winner each week like is taking it home as the weekly prize, and then they bring it back, and then the next week's winner takes it. And it's just a reminder of like giving love, and it doesn't have to mean about the camp, and it doesn't have to mean about this tragedy. It can mean so much more broadly. I mean, I have friends from Asheville, and I'm still thinking about the floods in Asheville. Like that community is still rebuilding and will be.
It'll be for a long time.
Yes, and there's so many, and I feel it has a Texas on it. It has a ribbon on it, because that is what this particular fundraiser was about. But I feel like those types of tokens can mean so much more. So anyway, if you don't play with your blanks, you can use your blank tiles as tokens too. I mean, I think anything can be a token, but I thought that was the idea behind it. And I'm
so
amazed.
thoughtful.
I mean, to be able. I cried, as did some of our other team members, the day that we had the honor of sitting as a family. We sat together and like submitted. It wasn't like a physical check. Like we wrote the check on the website, submitted it in, and it was I feel I'm so honored to be a part of this community that allowed my family the opportunity to do that. I've never had more than my time to give to things, and now to donate to causes, and it means a lot. It's so touching and moving.
So I think, listeners, what you're hearing, and we've said it kind of throughout the episode, like she oozes. You do, Catherine. You ooze grace and love and kindness and joy. And I don't know how many times she used the word joy when she walked in. Like, it was amazing.
Well, you just feel it, yeah.
You do. And so one of the ways that she does that is, if you don't follow her, go follow her. She has these posts, and I'm going to pull my little papers.
Yeah, we picked some of our favorites. Yes.
So these posts are
I do like this.
Mahjong is, and it has a blurb.
I want to see which ones you picked.
We picked our favorites.
Yeah. Well, and what's so funny, I've been looking at them for a long time, and I guess I just never made the... Like, I think people share these so much on their stories that I was never sure where the originator was for a while, but they're everywhere all the time, and I always love them. Okay, do you want to go, do one of yours first?
Okay, so one of mine, because it makes me think of my daughter. It says, Mahjong is celebrating your friend's new tiles, rack, or mat, which, oh my gosh, we all go nuts every time somebody gets something new. It's amazing. They're beyond excited to share their investment with their Mahjong besties, and you are here for it. Okay, so true, because we all do that. We celebrate together.
We just like to touch them and love them.
Every time we get something new and bring it out for the dudes on Work Wednesday, they kind of roll their eye. They're like, what?
They do appreciate it, too, though.
They do appreciate it, but they also think we're nuts, which is fine. We are. It's fine.
We hype it up.
Yes.
You get excited for your friend's excitement.
Here's the thing, though. My daughter, kind of like Clay, a holdout. She doesn't want to learn to play. It's fine.
Holding strong. Well, she's a teenager.
She's doing her thing. But every time I get something new, she gets really excited with me, and she talks about how beautiful it is, or how she wants to borrow it and wear it, or whatever. And then I'm like, okay, do you want to learn? Nope.
Yeah.
Fine. But she does get excited with me because she knows I'm excited. So I love that one. It made me think of my daughter Austin.
I love that angle. I didn't even think about that angle of it being someone who doesn't necessarily even play, but that you get the gift of the excitement.
She loves that I'm excited.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and she's got her favorites, even though she doesn't play.
Yes. Yes.
I love it.
Who wouldn't? They're like this tactile.
I know.
I love it.
It's so fun.
Okay, my first one is so me. The irresistible urge to force your friends and family to learn the game. So even when I carry cards around in my purse just in case a stranger wants to learn.
Does anyone in here know how to play?
Yeah, TSA, let's open them and play. No, so that is so me.
I love that one.
So
Okay, so I have a second one also. Mahjong is support. These friends know you. They are your happy place. They get you, the real you. And this is so true, but maybe particularly on our Work Wednesday
Wednesdays
group.
were such trash talky.
Oh,
It's so fun. But we were saying we can't.
I don't have to filter anything.
It's so fun.
I never have to filter. I just am who I am.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And I feel like if you get groups together for other purposes, I'm sure, but Mahjong has this way of bringing you together over and over again in this repetitive way where you really know someone. My grandmother always used to say, you really know someone when you've gone to their house. And I think there's truth in that. You really know someone when you've played Mahjong for longer than 4 games? 4 games, you really
I would say
know
so.
that. About 4?
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's so very true. And we all desperately need support at different chapters for the good, the hyping, the supporting. Sometimes it's talking, sometimes it's not talking. And I think this game provides it.
Just knowing your friends are there. Like you're talking about the times when you can't talk. Just knowing
you need to go be with people.
That Tina is at the table and I can't talk about it today, but she loves
play.
Well, but if you go to lunch, you go to tea, you go to a bar, you go do something you can't not talk about. If you got something going on in your life, you're upset. No way you're not going to say, okay, so what's going on? Like you're going to be. So then maybe you don't go. And so, I don't know. Mahjong is this magical thing that it's just Yes.
What's that? Okay, so that was my second favorite.
This one's kind of towards Tina because we laugh about it all the time because I can't even do a hand in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I'm like, I can't even say it. It's so upsetting. Okay, Mahjong is the only time I enjoy math. And that is fair because it's embarrassing.
Well, this is funny. They are just like this yin and yang, amazing so
it is like
palpable, awesome relationship.
Average apart. Superstar together.
Awesome.
It's so funny. So I think that's a fun note to end on.
I do.
We're
positive.
So
yes. Joy.
Yes.
Okay, so we always let our guests close out with us. So are you
Prep
ready?
Me. All right.
Okay, you're up first.
All right. May your jokers be plentiful.
And your Charleston be kind. Happy Mahjong!